99 Secrets of the Great Pyramid, a guided sleep journey. Have you ever wondered what silence truly sounds like inside a mountain of stone? Imagine a silence so deep and so old that it feels like a heavy blanket wrapping around your shoulders. Tonight, we are going on a journey to find that silence. We are traveling not just across the geography of our world, but back through the currents of time. You are about to leave the noise, the lights, and the demands of the modern world far behind you. Tonight, we will walk together to the Giza plateau. We will stand at the very foot of the Great Pyramid, touching its ancient weathered stones, and step by step, slowly and methodically, we will uncover 99 secrets hidden within its massive walls. This is not a lecture to stimulate your mind. This is an experience to soothe your soul. As we count the secrets, moving from 1 to 99, allow your body to become heavier with each number. Allow your mind to drift like sand in the wind. You are safe here. The desert night is cool, the stars are bright above us, and the history beneath our feet is deep. Let go of your day. Let go of your thoughts. Just follow my voice into the sands. Secret 1. The horizon. Imagine you are standing in the middle of the vast Egyptian desert. It is deep night. The air is cool and crisp against your skin, a welcome relief from the heat of the day. High above, the moon is full and luminous, casting a soft silver light over the endless rolling dunes. The sand beneath your feet feels solid and grounding. Ahead of you, blocking out a portion of the starry sky, is a massive, dark, triangular silhouette. It is the Great Pyramid. It rises from the earth like a geometric mountain, perfect and imposing. In this light, it doesn't look like a building made by human hands. It looks like a natural feature of the earth itself. It feels silent. It feels eternal. As you gaze at its outline against the midnight blue sky, you feel a sense of awe that slows down your breathing. You are small, and the pyramid is immense. This contrast makes you feel protected, as if the structure is watching over the night. Secret 2. The true north. As you look closer at this monumental structure, you begin to realize something impossible about its placement. The pyramid is not just sitting randomly on the sand. It is aligned to true north with a terrifying accuracy that baffles even modern architects and engineers. It is more accurate than the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, London. The ancients didn't just build a tomb here, they built a compass for the planet. Imagine the builders, thousands of years ago, staring up at the same stars you see now, measuring the rotation of the heavens with primitive tools but divine precision. The north face of the pyramid aligns almost perfectly with the spin of the earth. Knowing this makes the ground feel stable beneath you. You are standing on a structure that is in perfect harmony with the planet's movement through space. It is locked in place, unmoving, unwavering, pointing true north forever. Secret 3. The missing capstone. Your eyes travel up the sloping sides of the pyramid, reaching towards the heavens. You look up to the very peak, towering nearly 140 meters into the sky. But the point is not sharp, it is flat. The capstone, known as the pyramidion, is missing. Legends say it was once made of solid gold or perhaps electrum, designed to catch the first rays of the morning sun and reflect them across the Nile Delta. But tonight, under the moonlight, the top seems to dissolve into the darkness. It is a bridge between the earth and the sky that was never quite finished, or perhaps it was taken away by time. Seeing that flat plateau at the top makes you think of a platform for the mind. It is a space where the stone ends and the infinite universe begins. Secret 4. The white casing. Now, bring your attention back to the base of the pyramid. Look at the rough, stepped stones in front of you. They are yellow and weathered by 4,000 years of wind and sand. But close your eyes for a moment and imagine them as they once were. These stones used to be covered in smooth, polished, white Tura limestone. Thousands of years ago, this pyramid shone like a brilliant white star on the horizon. It was so bright it could be seen from miles away, reflecting the sun like a mirror. The ancient Egyptians called it Ichet, which translates to glorious light. Imagine the moonlight reflecting off that polished white surface now, turning the pyramid into a glowing beacon of peace in the dark desert. The light is soft, milky, and soothing to your eyes. It washes over you, cleansing your mind of any stress. Secret 5. The number of stones. You step forward and place your hand on one of the massive limestone blocks. It feels cool to the touch, retaining the chill of the desert night. The texture is rough and granular under your fingertips, like petrified sand. Consider this. There are approximately 2.3 million stone blocks in this single structure. 2.3 million individual pieces of history. Each one was quarried, carved, dragged across the sands, and stacked with perfect precision. It is a number so large, it is hard to comprehend. Just thinking about that number makes your mind feel slow. It is a heavy number, a sleepy number. Each stone represents a day of labor, a drop of sweat, a moment in time. They are all piled here, one atop the other, creating a mountain of memory that will never move. Secret 6. The weight. The single block you are touching right now weighs as much as a large elephant. Some of the massive stones in this structure weigh up to 80 tons. Yet, they were moved without wheels, without engines, without modern cranes. Feel the sheer weight of that history pressing down into the bedrock. It is a heavy, grounding sensation. Gravity feels stronger here. It pulls you down gently, anchoring you to the earth. You feel stable. You feel secure. Just as the pyramid cannot be moved by the wind or the storm, you too are becoming immovable and relaxed. The weight of the stone lends you its strength, allowing you to let go of your own burdens. You don't need to carry anything tonight. The pyramid carries the weight for you. Secret 7. The mortar. Between the massive stones, if you look very closely, there is a thin layer of gypsum mortar. It is not just glue, it is a technological marvel. This mortar is stronger than the stone itself. Even today, chemists have analyzed it, but we still cannot fully reproduce its exact composition. It is a secret recipe, lost to the sands of time. This thin, invisible bond has held this mountain together for 4,500 years. It has survived earthquakes, erosion, and human interference. Think of this mortar as the resilience within you. It is the unseen strength that holds everything together, even when you are resting. It allows the structure to be flexible yet unbreakable, breathing with the earth but never falling apart. Secret 8. The entrance. We begin to walk slowly around the base of the pyramid to the north face. We are looking for a way in. High above the ground level, we see the original entrance. It is a gabled structure with massive chevron-shaped stones leaning against each other to distribute the weight. It was hidden for centuries, sealed shut to protect the king's sleep. But tonight, in our journey, the door is open for us. A dark, cool breeze flows out from the tunnel, brushing against your face. It smells of old earth, limestone, and time itself. It is an inviting darkness. It promises shelter from the open desert. It invites us to step out of the starlight and into the comforting embrace of the stone womb. We are ready to enter. Secret 9. The Robber's Tunnel. We do not enter through the main gate, which is too high above the ground. Instead, we approach the Robber's Tunnel, carved into the masonry by Caliph al-Ma'mun in the 9th century. The walls here are rough and uneven, hacked away by men looking for treasure they never found. As you step inside, the sound of the wind instantly vanishes. The silence of the desert is gone, replaced by the profound, heavy silence of the stone. It is a silence that presses against your ears like cotton. The outside world no longer exists. There is only here. There is only now. You are enclosed in safety, separated from everything that worries you by millions of tons of limestone rock. Secret 10. The temperature. Take a deep breath. Do you feel it? No matter how scorching hot it is outside in the desert sun, or how freezing the desert night becomes, the temperature inside the pyramid never changes. It stays constant at 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the average temperature of the Earth itself. It is not too hot. It is not too cold. It is perfectly comfortable. It is the temperature of a resting body. The pyramid maintains this balance effortlessly, year after year, century after century. As you walk deeper, this cool, stable air fills your lungs, regulating your own body temperature, calming your heartbeat, and preparing you for a deep, undisturbed sleep. Secret 11. The Descending Passage. We begin to walk down. We enter the descending passage. It is a long, narrow tube of stone plunging deep into the earth at a steep angle. Imagine yourself sliding slowly, safely deeper into the bedrock. This passage was built with incredible astronomical precision. It points directly, like a frozen telescope, at the star Alpha Draconis, the pole star of the ancient world. Even as you go down into the darkness, the architecture is connected to the light of the stars above. You are walking down a beam of starlight carved in stone. Down, down, deeper into the roots of the mountain. Secret 12. The Subterranean Chamber. We reach the bottom, far below the desert floor. We enter the subterranean chamber. This room feels different. It is rough, unfinished, carved directly into the chaotic natural bedrock. The floor is uneven. The walls are jagged. This represents the underworld, the primal chaos from before creation. It feels old here, very old. But we are not staying in this chaotic place. We are merely observing it. We turn back, leaving the unfinished depths behind, and look up towards the order and perfection of the higher chambers. We are ready to ascend. Secret 13. The Ascending Passage. We start to climb. We enter the ascending passage. It is steep and narrow. You have to bend down slightly to fit, a posture of humility and respect. The walls here change. They are no longer rough limestone, but smooth, hard stone. Imagine the sound of your footsteps echoing softly, clack, 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 fading into the darkness ahead. With every step up, you are leaving the heavy earth behind and moving towards a higher state of being. Your legs feel heavy, but your spirit feels light. You are climbing a ladder of stone towards the center of the mystery. Secret 14. The plug stones. At the very beginning of this passage, we encounter a blockage. 3 massive red granite plugs, weighing tons, block the original way. They were slid into place to seal the upper chambers forever, protecting the sanctity of the inner sanctum. We cannot move them. We must pass around them, moving through a softer limestone bypass tunnel cut by explorers long ago. As we squeeze past these massive granite sentinels, you feel the dedication of the builders. They wanted this silence to be eternal. They wanted this sleep to be unbroken. We are guests here, moving quietly past the guards of history. Secret 15. The Grand Gallery. Suddenly, the low ceiling of the cramped passage disappears. You can finally stand up straight, stretching your spine. You take a deep breath as the space opens up above you into darkness. We have entered the Grand Gallery. It is a cathedral of stone hidden in the heart of the mountain. The ceiling soars upwards, nearly 9 meters high. The walls are corbelled, meaning each layer of stone steps inward slightly as it goes up, creating a majestic, rhythmic pattern that draws your eye towards the heavens. It is a masterpiece of engineering. You feel small here, but not afraid. You feel peaceful. It is a vast, quiet space where your mind can finally expand and relax. Secret 16. The Echo. Listen closely to the space around you. The acoustics in the Grand Gallery are strange and otherworldly. If you were to clap your hands once, the sound would not just disappear. It would travel up the ramp, bouncing between the 7 layers of corbelled limestone walls. It creates an echo that seems to last forever, a sound that gets trapped in time. But tonight, we do not clap. We simply listen to the silence. The silence here is thick. It absorbs your thoughts. It absorbs your worries. In this vast hall of stone, your mind becomes as quiet as the air itself. Secret 17. The Queen's Chamber. We leave the vastness of the gallery for a moment and turn into a low, horizontal passage. We are walking towards the center of the pyramid's base. We enter the so-called Queen's Chamber. It is smaller, much more intimate than the others. The stone here feels softer, the air more still. It is a room of waiting. The ceiling is pointed, like a tent made of stone. It feels like a womb deep within the earth. You feel a sense of protection here, a feeling of being completely hidden away from the world outside. No one can find you here. You are perfectly alone. Secret 18. The Niche. On the east wall of this quiet room, there is a mysterious niche, stepped inwards like a telescope carved into the rock. Its purpose is unknown. Perhaps it held a statue, or perhaps it was a symbolic gateway for the soul to pass through. It stands empty now, filled only with deep velvet shadows. As you stare into the recesses of the niche, your eyes relax. The layers of stone seem to recede further and further back, inviting your mind to travel deeper into the dark, deeper into rest. Secret 19. The Salt. Look closely at the walls of this chamber. Over thousands of years, something beautiful has happened. There are white crystals forming on the rocks. This is salt. The pyramid breathes. Moisture from the earth and the stone itself pushes salt out to the surface, creating a natural, glittering layer of protection. It reminds you that this mountain is not dead. It is alive in its own slow geological way. Like the pyramid, your body is breathing slowly, rhythmically, repairing itself while you rest. Secret 20. The Northern Shaft. Even in this deep, enclosed room, we are not cut off from the universe. Two narrow shafts, only about 20 centimeters wide, stretch out from the walls, piercing through the core of the pyramid. The northern shaft points directly to the stars. It was built to target the star Beta Ursae Minoris. Imagine your mind becoming small enough to travel up that narrow tunnel. You are floating up through the heavy stone, guided by a straight line, aiming for a single point of light in the ancient sky. Secret 21. The Southern Shaft. On the opposite wall, the southern shaft points to Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. To the ancients, Sirius was associated with the goddess Isis. Even buried deep under millions of tons of stone, this room is connected to that cosmic mother figure. It is a connection of light and energy that passes through the solid rock. You are connected too. You are grounded to the earth by gravity, but your dreams are free to float up these shafts, drifting towards the stars, light and weightless. Secret 23. The copper handles. Let your mind linger on that tiny limestone door deep within the shaft. On it, there are two small copper pins, like handles. These are unique. They are the only pieces of metal found in the entire pyramid structure. They have turned green with age, oxidizing over thousands of years in the dark. They look like tiny keys waiting for a hand that will never come. Imagining these small, delicate handles in such a massive mountain of stone makes you feel a strange sense of tenderness. It is a small detail in a giant world, just like you are a small, safe point of consciousness in the vast night. Secret 24. The Big Void. Now, expand your awareness upwards. Above the Grand Gallery, hidden deep within the solid masonry, modern science has detected something incredible using cosmic rays. They call it the Big Void. It is a massive, empty space, at least 30 meters long, the size of a passenger plane. It has no doors. It has no corridors connecting to it. It has been sealed off, untouched by human eyes or breath for 4,500 years. It is a pocket of pure, ancient air. Imagine that perfect stillness. A space that exists only for itself. A space of absolute rest. Secret 25. The darkness. Turn off the torch in your mind for a moment. Let the visuals fade away. The darkness here is absolute. It is not a scary darkness, it is a velvet weight. It wraps around you like a thick, soft quilt. In this darkness, your eyes can finally stop working. There is nothing to see, so there is nothing to process. Your optic nerve relaxes. Your eyelids feel heavy, so heavy that opening them seems like too much effort. It is the kind of darkness that allows you to truly sleep, deeper than you ever have before. Secret 26. The Missing Mummies. As we rest in this darkness, realize one strange fact. We have found no mummies in this pyramid. No gold, no elaborate hieroglyphs painted on the walls. Unlike the tombs in the Valley of the Kings, this place is stark and clean. It feels less like a tomb for the dead and more like a machine made of stone. It is pure geometry. It is pure mathematics. There is no clutter here to distract you, just clean lines and silence. This purity clears your mind of its own clutter, sweeping away the scattered thoughts of the day. Secret 27. The antechamber. We decide to move higher. We leave the area of the Queen's chamber and climb the final stretch of the Grand Gallery. We reach a small, low passage that leads to the heart of the pyramid. This is the antechamber. It is a small room, but complex. The walls here are different. They are carved with 4 vertical grooves. It looks like the inside of a locking mechanism. You are entering the most protected part of the structure. You are moving from the outer world into the inner sanctum. Secret 28. The portcullis. In these grooves, massive slabs of granite once hung, suspended by ropes. These were the portcullis blocks. They were designed to be lowered one by one to seal the king's chamber forever. Imagine the sound of a 3-ton stone slab sliding down. Thud. And another. Thud. And another. Sealing the world away. Blocking out the noise. Blocking out the light. With each imaginary thud, you feel more secure. You are locking out the worries of the world, leaving them on the other side of the granite wall. Secret 29. The King's Chamber Entrance. See, pass under the raised portcullis slabs. The passage is low. You have to bow your head again. We are entering the King's Chamber. This is the target of our journey. This is the center. As you step inside, the feeling of the air changes completely. It feels charged. It feels dense. You are now standing in the geometric center of the Great Pyramid. You are held in the center of the stone. You are the center of the night. Secret 30. The red granite. Look at the walls around you. They are no longer the yellow limestone of the desert. They are made of red granite. These massive blocks were brought from Aswan, over 800 kilometers away, floated down the Nile on barges. Granite contains quartz crystal. It resonates. It holds energy. The room feels red and warm, like the embers of a dying fire. It is a strong, protective color. The walls are smooth and perfectly flat. They surround you with the strength of the Earth's deep crust. You are safe here.
We are now in the heart of the structure.
Secret 31. The sarcophagus. In the very center of this red granite room lies a single object. It is a coffer or sarcophagus made of dark chocolate-colored granite. It is a simple rectangular box with no carvings, no decorations. It has no lid. It sits silently on the floor, heavy and imposing. It feels lonely in this vast space, yet also incredibly dignified. It is not trying to impress anyone. It just is. Like a deep, dreamless sleep, it is simple, empty, and waiting to be filled with your peace. Secret 32. The impossible placement. Here is a detail that slows the mind. If you measure this sarcophagus, you realize something strange. It is too wide to fit through the door we just entered. It is too wide to fit through the ascending passage. This means the coffer was not brought here after the pyramid was finished. The pyramid was built around this box. The room was sealed with the sarcophagus already inside. It has been sitting in this exact spot since the very beginning of construction, before the roof was even placed. It is the seed from which the mountain grew. Secret 33. The damage. Walk closer to it in your mind. On one corner of the sarcophagus, the granite is chipped and broken. It is a rough, jagged edge on an otherwise perfect object. This damage likely happened thousands of years ago by intruders trying to pry it open. But now, the damage is just part of its story. It reminds you that nothing needs to be perfect to be enduring. You don't need to be perfect to be at peace. The stone accepts its scars and remains solid. You can accept your own tiredness, your own flaws, and simply rest. Secret 34. The resonance. Close your eyes and listen. The king's chamber is acoustically perfect. If you were to hum a low note here, the walls would sing back to you. The room resonates at a specific low frequency. Some say it is the key of F sharp. Others say it matches the frequency of the Earth's heartbeat. Imagine a low, vibrating hum filling the room. It vibrates through your chest, aligning with your breathing, slowing your pulse down. It is a lullaby made of stone frequency. Secret 35. Napoleon's Night. Legend tells us that in 1799, Napoleon Bonaparte visited this very room. He asked to be left alone for the night. He spent hours in this darkness, inside the king's chamber. When he emerged at dawn, he was pale and shaken. He never spoke of what he saw or felt. But tonight, you are not afraid like he was. You are here to find peace, not power. The intensity of the room does not scare you, it cradles you. The silence that shook an emperor is the same silence that will now rock you to sleep. Secret 36. The ceiling beams. Lie down on the floor of the king's chamber in your mind. Look up at the ceiling. Above you are 9 massive granite beams. Each one weighs 50 tons. They span the width of the room without any support columns. There are cracks in some of them, ancient stress fractures from settling over millennia. But they have held firm for 45 centuries. They are like giant arms holding up the weight of the world so you don't have to. You are safe under their strength. Secret 37. The relief chambers. But there is a secret above the ceiling. Above those massive beams, there are 5 empty spaces stacked on top of each other like a layer cake. These are called the relief chambers. They were designed to divert the immense pressure of the pyramid away from this room. They are hidden pockets of air that take the stress so the king's chamber remains peaceful. Think of your mind having these relief chambers. Let them take the pressure of your thoughts, diverting the stress away from your center, leaving you in a safe, pressure-free zone. Secret 38. The star shafts of the king. Just like the queen's chamber below, this room also has 2 air shafts. But here, they go all the way to the outside world. The northern shaft points to the pole star. The southern shaft points to Orion's belt. Orion was the symbol of Osiris, the god of rebirth and eternal life. Even though you are buried deep in the rock, you have a direct line of sight to the most powerful constellation in the sky. You are grounded, yet connected to the infinite. It is the perfect balance for deep sleep. Med sikret till 8-9. The hidden circle. There is a hidden harmony in the room where you rest. If you take the perimeter of the pyramid's base and divide it by twice its height, you get the number pi. 3.14159. The structure is a square that thinks it is a circle. This infinite number, pi, is encoded in the very stones that surround you. It represents a cycle that never ends, a circle of life and sleep that goes on forever. You are resting inside a perfect equation. Secret 40. The Cosmic Address. Here is a secret that feels like magic. The Great Pyramid stands at a very specific geographic coordinate, 29.979245 degrees north. This number is exactly the same as the speed of light in meters per second. The builders could not have known this, or perhaps they were just perfectly aligned with the universe in ways we have forgotten. Either way, it means you are exactly where you are meant to be. You are at the intersection of light and stone. Secret 41. The alignment of 3. Expand your mind outside the pyramid for a moment. You are not alone on this plateau. To your southwest stands the pyramid of Khafre, and beyond that, the smaller pyramid of Menkaure. Together, these 3 mountains of stone mirror the 3 stars of Orion's belt perfectly. They are a reflection of the sky on the ground. You are part of a family of stars. You are part of a constellation of silence. This connection makes you feel supported, as if you are holding hands with the universe. Secret 42. The Solar Boat. Buried at the foot of the pyramid, archaeologists found a massive wooden ship, disassembled and sealed in a pit. It is the Solar Boat. It was designed to carry the soul of the king across the heavens, sailing on the ocean of the night sky. Imagine yourself stepping onto this boat. It pushes off from the sand and begins to float upwards, sailing silently among the stars. The movement is gentle, rocking back and forth, drifting on the tides of the night. Secret 43. The River Nile. In ancient times, the River Nile flowed much closer to the pyramids than it does today. During the flood season, the water would come right up to the edge of the plateau. Imagine the sound of that water lapping against the limestone causeway. Slosh, hush. Slosh, hush. The lifeblood of Egypt flowing just outside your door. Let the image of that dark, cool water wash over your mind, carrying away any remaining tension, leaving the stones clean and cool. Secret 44. The Causeway. There is a long, covered stone path leading from the river up to the pyramid. This is the causeway. It is a bridge between the fertile land of the living and the dry, silent land of the dead. Walking up this path in your mind is a transition. You are leaving the noise of the villages, the markets, and the fields behind. You are walking slowly uphill towards the silence, towards the sanctuary. With every step, the world of tasks and duties gets smaller and further away. Secret 45. The Valley Temple. At the bottom of the causeway stands the Valley Temple. It is built of massive blocks of red granite and alabaster. The floor is made of white alabaster that glows in the moonlight. The walls are stark and unadorned. It is a place of purification. Before entering the pyramid, one had to be cleansed here. Feel that sensation of purity. You are washing off the dust of the day. You are entering the night clean, light, and ready for rest. Secret 46. The Sphinx. Standing guard near the Valley Temple is the Great Sphinx. With the body of a lion and the head of a human, it faces due east, watching for the sunrise that is still hours away. It has watched the sunrise more than 1.5 million times. It never blinks, it never sleeps, so that you can. It is the ultimate guardian. Knowing that the Sphinx is watching the horizon for you allows you to let go of your own vigilance. You don't need to watch out for anything. The guardian is there.
Secret 47. The Dream Stela. Between the massive paws of the Sphinx, there stands a granite slab known as the Dream Stela. It tells the story of a young prince named Thutmose. He fell asleep right here, in the shadow of the great head, just as you are drifting off now. In his dream, the Sphinx spoke to him, promising him the crown of Egypt if he cleared away the sand burying its body. He listened, he worked, and he became Pharaoh. It is a reminder that dreams are powerful things. Here, on this sacred ground, sleep is not just rest, it is a gateway to your own future. Secret 48. The Buried City. South of the Sphinx, hidden under the sand for millennia, lies the lost city of the workers. This is where the builders lived. Imagine walking through its narrow streets. It is quiet now, but once it was full of life. It was a place of families, of cooking fires, of laughter. Touching the ruins of these mud brick walls grounds you. It reminds you that this miracle of stone was built by human hands, by people who needed sleep and rest just like you do. Secret 49. Not slaves. Let go of the old idea that this pyramid was built by slaves under the whip. That is a myth. The people who built this were respected skilled laborers. They were proud of their work. Archaeologists have found their tombs nearby, honored and preserved. They were well fed, eating meat and bread every day. They worked hard, but they were cared for. Feel the dignity in their labor. There is a deep satisfaction in a job well done, a feeling of completion that allows for a restful night. Secret 50. The Ancient Bakeries. In this workers' city, we found massive bakeries. Imagine the smell of baking bread wafting through the desert air 4,000 years ago. Warm, yeasty, and comforting. The smell of bread is a universal sign of safety and home. Along with the bread, there were jars of thick, nourishing beer. It was a simple, hearty life. Let the imaginary scent of warm bread wrap around you, making you feel full, warm, and ready for bed. Secret 51. The Graffiti. High up in the hidden relief chambers, where no one was ever meant to see, the workers left their mark. Written in red ochre paint on the stone blocks are the names of the work gangs. They had names like the Drunkards of Menkaure or the Friends of Khufu. It was a touch of humor and humanity sealed in the dark. It makes the cold stone feel friendly. You are surrounded not by dead rock, but by the frozen laughter and camaraderie of the past. Secret 52. The Internal Ramp. How did they lift these stones so high? One theory suggests a secret hidden inside the walls themselves. an internal spiral ramp. Imagine a tunnel spiraling up inside the pyramid, like a corkscrew within the stone. Workers would haul the blocks up this gentle slope, round and round, protected from the sun. Visualize this spiral motion in your mind. Round and round, going higher and higher. It is a hypnotic, repetitive motion, like a pendulum swinging, lulling you deeper into a trance. Secret 53. The Osiris Shaft. Deep under the stone causeway, there is a vertical shaft that goes down 30 meters into the earth. At the bottom, there is a clear pool of groundwater. In the middle of this dark, silent water stands a stone sarcophagus. It is known as the Osiris Shaft. It is the most silent place on the plateau. The water is perfectly still, like a black mirror. Imagine your mind is that water. No ripples, no waves, just deep, dark stillness.
Secret 54. The Copper Chisel. Think of the tools that built this mountain. They were not made of diamond or steel, but of simple copper. Copper is a soft metal. To cut the limestone, the workers had to be incredibly patient. It was a slow, gentle process. Tap, tap, tap. Resharpen. Tap, tap, tap. This teaches us that great things are not built by force, but by persistence. You don't need to force yourself to sleep. Just be patient. Gentle persistence will get you there. Secret 55. The Rhythm of Stone. Imagine the sound of 10,000 chisels working in unison across the plateau. It wasn't a noise, it was a rhythm. Clink, 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 clink. Like a giant metronome keeping time for the world. Let that imaginary rhythm settle into your mind. Clink, 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 clink. It is steady. It is predictable. It slows your own internal clock down to the pace of stone carving. Slow, steady, eternal. Secret 56. The River Barges. The massive granite blocks inside the king's chamber came from Aswan, hundreds of miles away. They were brought here on huge wooden barges floating down the Nile. Imagine standing on the bank, watching a heavy barge drift slowly past. It moves effortlessly with the current. It doesn't struggle against the water. It surrenders to the flow. Tonight, you are that barge. The heavy stones are your worries. Let the current of sleep carry them away effortlessly. Secret 57. The Lost Labyrinth. The ancient historian Herodotus wrote of a massive labyrinth built near the pyramids, with thousands of rooms surpassing even the pyramids in wonder. It is lost now, buried under the sands of time. But the idea of it remains. A vast, secret palace hidden just beneath your feet. Imagine wandering through its cool, dark corridors. Left, right, deeper, deeper. Losing your way is not scary here. It is a relief. You can get lost in the comfort of the dark. Secret 58. The God of Silence. Thoth, the ancient Egyptian god of wisdom and writing, was often associated with this place. He is the master of secrets. But true wisdom, the ancients believed, was found in silence. The lips of wisdom are closed, except to the ears of understanding. To understand the pyramid, you must be silent. To understand sleep, you must be silent. Close the lips of your mind. Listen to the wisdom of the quiet. Secret 59. The Power Plant. Some engineers believed the Great Pyramid was not a tomb at all, but a machine. A power plant designed to generate energy from the earth itself. They say the granite acts like a crystal capacitor, storing vibration. Imagine the pyramid humming with a low voltage, natural energy. It is a clean, healing energy. Visualize yourself recharging inside this machine. You are plugged into the Earth's battery. Your tiredness is being replaced by a calm, static vitality. Secret 60. The healing frequency. Sound healing is an ancient practice. The specific acoustic resonance of the chambers we visited earlier is said to have healing properties. It realigns the cells of the body. Imagine the sound waves washing over you like water. They are smoothing out the rough edges of your day. They are relaxing the muscles in your neck, your shoulders, your back. The pyramid is singing you a song of repair. Just listen.
Secret 61. The 8 sides.
Here is a secret that is invisible to the naked eye from the ground.
We usually think of the pyramid as having 4 sides, but in 1940, a British Air Force pilot flying overhead noticed something strange. Under the specific lighting of the equinox, the faces of the pyramid cast a shadow that splits them down the middle. It actually has 8 sides, slightly concave. This precision is only visible for a few seconds twice a year. It reminds us that there are layers of reality we cannot always see, but they are there, holding us together. Secret 62. The golden ratio. The geometry of this place is pleasing to the soul because it follows the golden ratio, phi. It is the same mathematical ratio found in the spiral of a seashell, the petals of a flower, and the proportions of your own body. You feel at home here because the building speaks the same language as your biology. You are not a stranger in a strange land. You are a piece of nature, resting inside a masterpiece of nature's laws. Everything fits. Everything is in balance. Secret 63. The preservation. There is a legend that organic matter inside the pyramid does not decay. Food stays fresh. Razor blades stay sharp. It is as if time itself slows down inside these walls. Imagine that you are stepping into this time-free zone. The aging process stops. The rushing of the clock stops. In here, you are preserved in a perfect moment of now. There is no tomorrow to worry about. There is only this eternal present. Secret 64. The swivel door. Strabo, a geographer from ancient times, wrote of a stone door on the pyramid that could be pushed open from the inside with a gentle touch, but was invisible from the outside. A massive stone swivel door. Imagine a rock weighing tons, balanced so perfectly that you could move it with one finger. Push it gently in your mind. Feel it swing shut, locking the world out. Click. You are safe inside. Secret 65. The star clock. The Great Pyramid acts as a giant sundial and a star clock. Its shadow tells the seasons and the hours with absolute accuracy. But at night, it tracks the rotation of the stars around the pole. Visualize the night sky as a giant wheel turning slowly above the apex of the pyramid. Round and round. Slow and steady. You are the center of the wheel. The motion is hypnotic. It rocks you deeper into sleep. Secret 66. The Ba. The ancient Egyptians believed in the Ba, a part of the soul depicted as a bird with a human head. It could fly freely between the tomb and the sky. Imagine your own consciousness as a bird. It is not trapped in the heavy stone. It is resting there, wings folded, safe and warm.
but it knows it can fly in dreams whenever it wants. You are grounded, but you are free. Secret 67. The desert sand. Listen to the wind outside again. It is shifting the sands of the Sahara against the base of the monument. Shh, shh, shh. Millions of tiny grains of sand rearranging themselves in the dark. It is a soft, white noise. It covers the tracks of the day. It smooths everything out. Let the imaginary sand bury your stress, layer by layer, until there is nothing left but a smooth, clean dune of sleep.
Secret 68. The earthquake proof. Despite its massive weight, the Great Pyramid is not rigid. The builders knew that the earth moves. They designed the stones with microscopic gaps and ball and socket corner construction to handle earthquakes. When the ground shakes, the pyramid doesn't crack. It sways gently and settles back into place. It absorbs the shock. Let your body learn from this. When stress shakes your world, do not be rigid. Be flexible. Sway with it, absorb it, and then settle back into your center, stronger than before. Secret 69. The center of the land. Geographers have calculated that the Great Pyramid sits at the exact geographical center of the Earth's landmass. It is the anchor of the world. Imagine invisible lines stretching out from where you stand, connecting to every continent, every country, every person. You are at the balancing point of humanity. You are the hub of the wheel. Here, in the center, there is no spinning, only stillness. Secret 70. The celestial Nile. Look up at the sky again. The ancient Egyptians saw the Milky Way not just as stars, but as the celestial Nile, a river of light that mirrored the river of water on earth. They believed that when you sleep, your soul boards a boat and sails up this river of stars. Visualize yourself pushing off from the peak of the pyramid, floating gently into that stream of white light. Drifting among the nebulae, sailing into the deep, quiet velvet of space. Secret 71. The lack of soot. Inside the pyramid, despite the intricate construction, archaeologists found no soot from torches on the ceiling. How did they light the darkness to work? Mirrors? Electricity? Or did they work in the dark? The mystery of the light remains, but the result is a clean, pure space. The air you breathe in your imagination is not smoky or stale. It is fresh. It is the breath of the stone itself. Inhale that clarity. Exhale the smog of the city. Secret 72. The constant temperature. We spoke of the temperature inside being constant. But think about the heat of the desert day outside. Blistering, changing, intense. The pyramid refuses to participate in that chaos. It maintains its own climate. It creates its own atmosphere. You have that same power. No matter what heated chaos happened in your day, inside your mind, you can close the door and maintain your own cool, steady 20 degrees. You are your own sanctuary. Secret 73. The silence of the scribes. In almost every other ancient Egyptian tomb, every inch of the wall is covered in hieroglyphs, spells, and lists. But here, in the Great Pyramid, the walls are bare. There are no instructions to read, no lists to check, no words to process. The builders knew that true power does not need to be written down. This absence of language rests the part of your brain that is always reading, always analyzing,
There is nothing to read here. There is only being. Secret 74. The descending energy. The shape of the pyramid itself, a wide base tapering to a point, acts as a funnel. But for sleep, we reverse it. Imagine the energy gathering at the peak and flowing down, widening, washing over you. It flows down from the capstone, through the layers of limestone, down through the king's chamber, down to where you are resting. It is a cascade of heavy relaxation energy. It presses you gently into your mattress. It presses you into the earth. Down, down, down. Secret 75. The perfect level. Before a single stone was laid, the builders did something miraculous. They leveled the bedrock base. Over an area of 13 acres, the height difference from corner to corner is less than 2 centimeters. It is almost perfectly flat. Think of that level foundation. It is the platform upon which all this weight rests. Visualize your own bed as being that perfectly level, stable foundation. No tilts, no unease. Just a perfect, flat plane supporting you completely. Secret 76. The long shadow. As the sun sets behind the pyramid, a massive triangular shadow stretches out across the desert floor. It moves slowly, swallowing the dunes in darkness, extending for miles. Imagine you are resting in that shadow. It is a cool, protective shade. The harsh light of the world cannot touch you here. You are hidden in the silhouette of the great mountain. The shadow is a blanket of night pulled up to your chin. Secret 77. The windbreaker. The desert wind can be fierce, but the pyramid stands in its way. On the leeward side, the air is still. The massive structure blocks the gusts, creating a zone of absolute calm behind it. You are in that calm zone. The storms of life may be blowing outside, but they break against the walls of your sanctuary. They cannot reach you. Behind the stone, the air is still and silent. Secret 78. The stone insulator. The outer limestone casing of the pyramid is a dielectric material. It is an electrical insulator. It does not conduct electricity. The inner granite, however, is a conductor. This means the pyramid is designed to keep the world static out while holding a specific energy in. Think of your sleep in this way. You are insulated. The static noise, the phone notifications, the electrical hum of the world, it is all blocked by the white limestone shield. Inside, it is just you and your own quiet energy. Secret 79. The time capsule. This structure has stood through everything. It was here when Rome fell. It was here when the modern world began. It has seen empires rise and turn to dust, while it remained unchanged. Wars, shouting, urgency, none of it left a scratch on these stones. This teaches us that the noise of today is temporary. Whatever worried you today will be forgotten, just like the empires of old. The only thing that matters is this eternal moment of rest. Secret 80. The radius of the Earth. If you take the height of the pyramid and multiply it by 43,200, you get the polar radius of the Earth. If you take the base perimeter and multiply it by the same number, you get the equatorial circumference. The pyramid is a scale model of our planet. When you rest here, you are holding the whole world in balance. You don't need to worry about the world spinning without you. The pyramid has it measured. The pyramid has it held. You can let go. Secret 81. The granite womb. Let us return our focus to the king's chamber for a moment. That red granite room. To the ancients, granite was not just stone. It was the stone of creation. Lying in the sarcophagus was not about death. It was about rebirth. It was a womb of stone. You are curling up inside it now. The red walls glow softly in your mind. It is the safest place on earth. Nothing can hurt you here. You are waiting to be born again into a new day. But for now, just sleep. Secret 82. The indestructible stars. The ancient Egyptians looked at the northern sky and saw stars that never set below the horizon. They circled the North Star endlessly, never disappearing. They called them the indestructibles. The pyramid was built to align with them. Visualize those stars circling above the pyramid's peak right now. Round and round. They never get tired. They never stop. You can close your eyes because they are keeping watch for you. They are the eternal sentinels of the night. Secret 83. The angle of rest. The sides of the Great Pyramid rise at an angle of roughly 51 degrees. In physics, this is close to the angle of repose for sand. It is the natural angle at which a pile of earth becomes stable and stops sliding. It is the angle of maximum stability. Your body is finding its own angle of repose now. Your arms, your legs, your neck. They are settling into their most stable position. You are done moving. You are done sliding. You are at rest. Secret 84. The empty vessel. Look at the granite coffer again. It is empty. For centuries, people wondered what was stolen from it. But perhaps its emptiness is the point. It is an open container. Tonight, it is there for you to place your heavy thoughts into. Visualize taking your worries one by one and placing them into this stone box. It can hold them all. Once they are inside, we will leave them there in the dark. You don't need to carry them anymore. Secret 85. The corner sockets. At the four corners of the pyramid's base, archaeologists found sockets carved deep into the bedrock. These were made to hold the massive cornerstones in place, locking the mountain to the earth. Feel your own cornerstones, your shoulders, your hips sinking into the mattress. Imagine them locking into place. You are not floating away. You are anchored. You are held fast by the gravity of sleep. Secret 86. The silica sand. The sand surrounding the Giza plateau is rich in silica and quartz crystals. Under the immense pressure of the millions of tons of stone, quartz creates a piezoelectric charge. There is a faint, natural field of energy here. It is a subtle hum. Imagine this energy rising up from the ground, gently recharging your nervous system. It is not a caffeine buzz, it is a low, warm battery charge. It is filling your reserve tanks while you dream. Secret 87. The dry air. The air inside the desert pyramid is incredibly dry. Moisture causes decay. Dryness preserves. In this dry, cool air, your worries cannot fester. They dry up and crumble into dust. Breathe in that dryness. It feels clean in your throat. It is the breath of preservation. You are being kept safe, untouched by time, preserved in a state of perfect calm. Secret 88. The turning earth. Feel the rotation of the earth again. The Great Pyramid is like a massive stone pin on a spinning ball. It is heavy enough to feel the momentum of the planet. You are riding the planet through the dark. It is a smooth ride, no bumps, just a steady, cosmic glide through space. You don't need to steer. You don't need to navigate. The universe is driving. You are just the passenger. Enjoy the ride into sleep. Secret 89. The Morning Star. Even though it is deep night, the eastern face of the pyramid is already waiting. It is perfectly aligned to catch the very first ray of the sun when it rises. It knows the morning will come. But that morning is hours away. You do not need to worry about it. The pyramid is holding the promise of tomorrow for you, so you can fully let go of today. Trust that the light will return. For now, enjoy the dark. Secret 90. Leaving the chamber. It is time to leave the king's chamber. We turn away from the red granite walls. We bow our heads one last time under the low stone portcullis. We are not leaving empty-handed. We are taking the silence with us. Imagine floating backwards out of the room. The heavy stone doors slide shut in your mind. Click. The sanctum is sealed. Your peace is locked inside, safe forever. You are carrying that safety in your heart as we begin the descent. Secret 91. The Gallery Descent. We are back in the Grand Gallery, but this time we are going down. Gravity is your friend now. You don't need to climb. You don't need to strive. Imagine sliding down the smooth limestone ramp. It is an effortless glide, like a leaf falling from a tree. Down, down, past the corbelled walls. The air gets slightly cooler as we move towards the exit. Your body feels lighter, loosened by the time spent in the core. Secret 92. The echo fades. As we descend, listen to our footsteps. They are quieter now. The echo of the Grand Gallery is fading behind us. The mental noise is fading. With every meter we descend, a thought is left behind on the stairs. We are shedding the weight of the journey. We are returning to simplicity. Just the sound of your breath, in and out, soft and slow. Secret 93. The Tunnel of Night. We pass the ascending passage. We pass the massive plug stones. We are back in the Robber's Tunnel, moving towards the small patch of starry sky at the entrance. That patch of dark blue is getting closer. It is the window to the world of dreams. You are not rushing towards it. You are drifting towards it. The tunnel is a birth canal delivering you into a deep, restful sleep. Secret 94. The First Breath. We step out. We leave the stone mountain. The open desert air hits your face. It is crisp, cool, and incredibly fresh. It smells of sand and starlight. Take a deep breath of that imaginary air. Fill your lungs. It feels different now. You are different. You have touched the ancient silence, and it has changed you. You are calmer. You are heavier. You are still. Secret 95. The Sphinx's Gaze. As we walk away from the pyramid, we look back. The Great Sphinx is there, resting on its paws. Its eyes are open, watching the horizon. It acknowledges you. It tells you that your watch is over. You don't need to be the guardian of your life for the next few hours. The Sphinx has the shift. It will watch the night. You can close your eyes.
Secret 96. The River of Stars.
You lie down on the soft, cool sand of the desert. Above you, the Milky Way stretches from one horizon to the other. The ancients believed this was the path to the afterlife. But tonight, it is just a river of light. Imagine yourself floating on that river, drifting on a raft of starlight. There is no current against you. Everything is flowing in the same direction, towards peace. You are part of the flow. Secret 97. The Stone Pulse. Put your ear to the ground one last time. Can you hear it? A slow, deep thrumming. Thump, thump, thump. It is the heartbeat of the earth, amplified by the great stone mass beside you. Sink your own heart to it. Slow it down. Slower. Slower. The pyramid has stood for 4,000 years. It is in no rush. Neither are you. You have all the time in the world to sleep. Secret 98. The Vanishing Point. Look at the peak of the pyramid one last time against the stars. The sharp lines are beginning to blur. The triangle is softening. The separation between the stone and the sky is disappearing. Your thoughts are blurring too. The sharp edges of your day are softening. The difference between awake and asleep is fading. You are merging with the night. You are becoming the horizon. Secret 99. The Silence. And now, the final secret. We traveled all this way, counted all these stones to find it. The 99th secret is not about the pyramid. It is about you. The silence you found inside the king's chamber, that deep, heavy, eternal silence, was not in the stone. It was inside you all along. You carried it in. You are the stillness. You are the quiet. The pyramid was just a mirror showing you your own capacity for peace. That silence is now fully unlocked. It is spreading through your chest, your arms, your legs. Heavy, warm, still. The Great Pyramid stands guard over the desert. The Sphinx watches the east. The stars turn in their slow, endless circle. And you are safe. Drifting into history, into silence, into sleep. Good night.